Today I will be making my Breuss vegetable juice, which I use when I am on my fasting period, anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. And I have talked about this juice a lot, but I have never actually shown you how to prepare it. I've told you how to prepare it, but I have never actually shown you how to prepare it. So today's video, I'm going to do just that. We're going to go over the ingredients, so the vegetables that I need, and we're going to go over essentials that you will also need, and we're going to juice the vegetables themselves. And then store the juice properly. So if that sounds good to you, let's get started. Alright, for the Breuss vegetable juice you will need a celery, black radish, carrots, and beetroot. So these are the ingredients that are included in the Breuss vegetable juice. Now, first, a little shopping tip. When you will be acquiring your vegetables in your local farmers market, please do not buy them in a supermarket or anywhere else. You don't know where they came from. But if you will be buying them in your local farmers market, you can talk to your farmer, you can ask them when they were picked, you can ask them how long they have been storing it, and so on. So when you will be acquiring your vegetables in your local farmers market, do one thing before you buy them. Okay, we can put this away. When you take the vegetable in your hand and squeeze it gently, if it's firm, then it's very, very fresh. If it feels a little soft on the touch, then it has probably been stored somewhere in the cellar for a long time, not a long time, but probably a month or so, and it will not yield as much juice as if it would be fresh. So that's the first thing to check. But if you're buying your vegetables in the autumn, like it is now, it's October, all of the vegetables will be fresh, so don't worry about that. You should worry, however, if you are fasting in the late winter or early spring like I am usually, because this year I have been fasting in February, and all of the vegetables were really, really hard to find. But there were some local farmers around here that still had the vegetables in their cellars. I only needed to, be satisfied with a little softer vegetables, and they were a little more nuisance when you were juicing them, but the juice was just as sweet, so there are no problems there. So the next tip that I would like to give you is regarding the vegetables. Please do not peel them. If you have gone to your local farmers market, the chances are that the vegetables are eco-friendly. That means that they have not been, put through any harsh pesticide method or anything like that. So do not peel them, because most or very much of the nutrients it is in the peel. So what I like to do is just scrub the vegetables with a little more rough cloth, and that's it. So we leave the peel on. So I have the vegetables here. I'm going to wash them now, and then I'll get back to you to see how much vegetables do we need for one person for one day and how to prepare them. All right, let's wash them. All right, the vegetables are clean. Now the next thing I would really like you to take to heart is, when you are dealing with these vegetables, especially the beetroot, it is very, very messy, and your kitchen is going to look like you slaughtered somebody in it. So something to save your clothes from the beetroot juice is a very good idea to have. So let me put my apron on. Okay, to protect my clothes. And we are going to go for, and we are going to continue. So my clothes are, let's say, protected, except for the sleeves. Now, the next thing that we are going to need is a knife. A knife. We are going to need a scale. And we are going to need one more thing. A glass container to put any of the vegetables that you have already washed and cut that is, over the weight limit. We're going to put inside of our glass container and into the fridge so you can use them tomorrow. Alright, so now the vegetable juice that we are going to prepare is very particular. So the vegetables, we're going to weigh them first, and this is the measurements. We're going to need 300 grams of beetroot. So let me weigh it now. Okay, we can cut the stems off. That is okay. Oh, yes, and we are also going to need somewhere to put the discarded vegetables, so the compost bin is a good idea. So let's discard this stem. Right, and see how much this beetroot weighs. Now this beetroot is 120 grams, so if I find another one like this, okay, let's see, 233, this will not be, 338, that means that I have to cut something off, 332. So these are the ones that I will be saving for tomorrow. Ooh. Yeah, $2.99, perfect. So these parts of the beetroot that I didn't use today, I've discarded the stems, I will use tomorrow, and so I will use tomorrow the next beetroot that I have already washed. And this is the beetroot, 300 grams of beetroot that I will drink in my vegetable juice in one day. So I will put it here for now. And now, oh, see the fingers? Yeah. And now I will need 100 grams of carrots, so you can discard the stems as well. Carrots. See. Okay, 89. See, one more. Oh, 103. Perfect. You go in, put this away, and I will need 100 grams of celery root as well. Now, celery root is particular because the taste is really, really disgusting. I'm just saying, I really don't like it. But it's also very hard to peel or to just scrub off. So if you have any of the, thicker parts or the thicker parts of the peel, you can just cut that off. I mean, it won't be very, very angry, I think. So you also need 100 grams of celery root. This is the this is the carrots. I go here, and then let's see the celery root. I will cut the stems off. Not the stems, the hard parts of the vegetables. Oh, I can smell it now. It's incredible. I don't like it really. I really don't like it. Okay. Now let's see if this is 100 grams. 93. Okay. A little more. 103. Perfect. This is the celery. We put this here. And then we have the black radish. The black radish is the smallest vegetable that we are going to use, not in its size, but in its weight. We only need 30 grams of black radish. So let's see if this is going to be enough. 29. It's okay. All right. So these are the vegetables that were left over, and I'll put this in the fridge to use tomorrow. All right. We won't still need this. Cut the pieces into. All right. The weight I won't need anymore. And this is basically it. Ooh, one carrot left. I'll put it here. This is basically it. These are the vegetables that I will be juicing today. Which brings me to my next point, what you will need for juicing. You have your protective gear on, and now all you're going to need is a juicer. Let me show you my big boy. Now this one is Philips. It's about 15 years old. It's very loud, it's very, very hard to clean. Oh yeah, I need this also. And, but it gets the job done. I was reading the Breuss's book. So he lived in the previous century and in the beginning of the previous century, let's say. And they didn't have juicers back then. They didn't even have, you know, those things to scrub the vegetables with. What's that called? Anyway, and they basically they chopped it really thinly, then they mashed it as hard as they could, and then they bashed the vegetables together in the, you know, that basher for the herbs, and then they squeezed the juice out of them. So this is a real improvement from those times. However, it's not the best, but it gets the job done. So, one more thing, whichever juicer you decide to get or you still have at home, it will probably have a container which is less dirty than this one, but it proves that it's been juiced a lot of times, so 15 times at least, if it's 15 years old. And please do not forget to put this little contraption inside of it if it doesn't already have it, because this is the thing that it will keep the you know, the still little hard parts that come from the juicer into your juice. We will sieve the juice when we squeeze it, but it is nice to have a little protection from the hard parts as well. So this is my juicer. It's Philips, like I said. I don't know the model. They probably don't make it anymore, but it gets the job done. So let's put it back to the counter, and we will need it when we prepare the vegetables. Now, my juicer has opening as big as this round thing that you push the vegetables in, and as you can see, the beetroot could go in quite comfortably. However, I still like to cut it into smaller chunks, so the juicer is not having so much problems to juice the vegetables. So I'm going to cut the celery into 4 chunks. They are now like this big. This one. This is the celery. This is the celery. The black radish goes into 2 parts. The carrots into 4 parts. And then we have the beetroot. I think this is going to be enough. This one. And also we're going to halve it. See? Like I slaughtered somebody. Alright, but today is not as messy as most of the time, so perfect. Alright. Now we have the vegetables prepared. Now it's time to juice them. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So here are the vegetables that we cut and prepared to size. And so here are the vegetables that we cut to size. And now we're going to juice them. So it's going to be pretty loud, and I think some music would be beneficial. One ran away. One carrot ran away. All right. So now that we juiced, that I juiced the vegetable juice, now I let it sit at least for 10 minutes because the juice is still dripping from the vegetables and all of the hard parts, they are sinking to the bottom, and all of that, I don't know if you can see it now, I will show you later, all of that residue from the juice is floating on the top. So we let this sit for let's say 10 minutes, and we will I will show you what it looks like when it's been sitting for 10 minutes. So this is it. We pour it carefully. Oh, where I have this somewhere. We pour it carefully into our glass container. And we make sure that we only pour the clear juice. Now I already have the residue in the sieve. Oh. That's basically it. See? A little more, I think. Yeah, that's it. And this is what it's still left in the inside. I have one more minute on the inside, and this is the residue that you don't need in your organism when you are fasting, because it's hard particles, and when we are fasting we don't eat anything. We don't eat anything hard. We only drink it when we are talking about the Breuss fasting method. So this is the amount of juice that a person can drink in one day. It's drunk for hunger, it's drunk for keeping up with the nutrients, not the Kardashians, but keeping up with the nutrients, because fasting is basically throwing everything that is not usable in our bodies out of our bodies through our kidneys. That's why we need the kidney tea, and this juice is keeping you fed when you are hungry. Also, put a little lid on it and put it in the fridge, because it's really not edible to drink. It's really not very pleasant to drink if it's hot or if it's room temperature. It's the easiest to drink when it's cold. And one more thing, we sieved it through a sieve. It's really thick sieve. However, there are still going to be particles tomorrow, or I don't know, in half an hour when you put it in the fridge. And when you drink the juice, discard those particles. So when you drink it, if the particles are up to here, do not drink the particles, you discard them, and that is your juice for the day. Also, this juice should be drunk, I think, 1/4 of a liter per day. If you are very hungry. I, on the other hand, am never hungry, and I drink it, I think, 1/8 of a liter, so 120 milliliters of this in one day, and even that, it's very hard for me to do. But I have to drink that much to keep the nutrients in. That's basically it. And that's it. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I have to clean up the mess that I've made. Now my puppy is already dying to go outside, so I'm going to leave you at that. Thank you very much for your time, for your patience, and if you have any questions about anything, the teas, the vegetable juice, anything, just write them in the comments and I will see if I can explain them in more detail. So, thank you very much, and I'll see you again in the next video. Pico!